Hey there. So welcome to the fourth lesson, and the fourth lesson is Treble Clef Notes. So far you already know what is a treble clef. You also know what does a treble clef indicate. Treble clef indicates the right hand notes. First, let's learn the middle C of the treble clef. As you can see, the staff is already there, and in the staff we have drawn a treble clef. Now, this indicates that every note over here is a right hand note because a treble clef is given. And if you carefully notice, the middle C comes below the first line of the staff. This is the middle C. Now, what is the middle C on your keyboard? If you're having a 5-octave keyboard, then the middle C is the third C on your keyboard. The third octave is your middle octave. If you're having a 3-octave keyboard, then the second octave is your middle C. If you're having a 7-octave keyboard or a piano, then your fourth octave is the middle octave, and the fourth C will be your middle C. Coming to the concept of line notes of the treble clef. Line notes are nothing but it comes on the line. So this is the treble clef. On the first line you have E. On the second line of the treble clef you have G note. On the third line of the treble clef you have the B note. On the fourth line of the treble clef you have the D note, and on the fifth line you have the F note. So if you read, on the first line it is E, second line of the treble clef is G, the third line of the treble clef is B, the fourth line of the treble clef is D, and the fifth line of the treble clef is F. So it is E, G, B, D, F. Since there are 5 lines in the staff, there are 5 line notes. You can also remember by using an acronym. You can say every good bird does fly. So E for every, G for good, B for bird, D for does, and F for fly. So suppose if I ask you the question, which note comes on the fourth line of the treble clef, you should answer it as a D note. The D note comes on the fourth line of the treble clef. And if you do not remember the sequence, you can remember the acronym. For example, if I ask you what is the fifth line note of the treble clef, you can say every good bird does fly. So that is F note on the fifth line of the treble clef. Let's take a short quiz. Before taking a quiz, we'll just revise that concept again. So there are 5 lines, so there will be 5 line notes, and the 5 line notes of the treble clef are E, G, B, D, and F. So I am going from bottom to top. You can also remember it by using an acronym, and the acronym is every good bird does fly. Let's take a short quiz so that the concept is clear. Now first tell me, which clef is this? This is a treble clef. What does treble clef indicate? Treble clef indicates the right hand notes. It does not indicate the right hand, it indicates the right hand notes. So which note is this? This is on the fourth line. I'm giving you 5 seconds. You can also use the acronym to remember which note is this. The answer to this is D. Every good bird does. So on the fourth line, the D note comes. Coming to the second question, which note is this? It comes on the fifth line. So the fifth line note of the treble clef is which note? I'm giving you 5 seconds again. The answer to this is the F note. Every good bird does fly. Coming to the third question, which note is this? It is on the third line of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds to recollect. That is the B note. Every good bird. Coming to the fourth question, which note is this? The first line note of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Recollect it and answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the E note. The very first word, that is every. E note. Coming to the fifth and the final question, which note is this? The second line note of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds again. That is the G note. Every good. So if you remember, the acronym is every good bird does fly. And if it was difficult for you to answer, no worries. Reading the sheet music is just like learning a new language. It might take you some time, but slowly and steadily you will get used to it. Understanding the space notes of the treble clef. So far you did the line notes, and there are 5 line notes on the staff of the treble clef. The line notes are E, G, B, D, F. We counted from bottom to top. Coming to the space notes. Space notes are nothing but it comes between the two lines. It does not come on the line. The difference between the line note and the space note is that the space note comes between the two lines, and the line note, it comes on the line. So there are 4 space notes on the staff. So the first space note is F. The second space note is A. The third space note is C, and the fourth space note of the treble clef is E. We don't want to use any acronym for this because it is very clear, it is phase, F-A-C-E, phase. So on the first line, on the first space it is F, on the second space it is A, on the third space it is C, and on the fourth space it is E. So these are the 4 space notes of the treble clef. You can remember it by saying phase. Coming to a short quiz, let's take a quiz so that the concepts are more clear to you. Now I'll be asking you the questions of space notes of the treble clef, and I'll be giving you 5 seconds for each question. Which note is this? It is the 4th space note of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds. So this note is E. F A C E. It is on the fourth space, so it is called as E. Coming to the second question, which note is this? It is on the second space of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds. So this note is A. F A. Coming to the third question, which note is this? The third space of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds. This is the C note. F A C. Coming to the final question, which note is this? The first space of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds. This is the F note. The first space, that is F. So that is F A C E, 4 space notes. Let's come to the line and space notes of the treble clef. So for the line notes, there are 5 line notes on the staff, which is E, G, B, D, F. The acronym for that is every good bird does fly. And for the space notes, there are 4 space notes on the staff. So that is F, A, C, E. Revising both the concepts together. For line notes, it is every good bird does fly, and for space notes, it is face. There are 5 line notes and there are 4 space notes. This is for the treble clef. So the first line note is E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. The notes with the red color ink and the red color circle is the space notes. So if you see it carefully, there are 4 space notes, F, A, C, E, and there are 5 line notes, E, G, B, D, F. The line note comes on the line. The space notes comes between the 2 lines. So if you see from bottom to top, it is in the chronological order. So E, after E comes F, after F comes G, after G comes A, after A comes B, after B comes C, then D, E, and then F. So on which octave do you need to play these notes? Remember, the middle C of the treble clef. The middle C of the treble clef comes before the first line of the staff. So these notes are to be played on the middle octave. From E to B, so E, F, G, A, B, it is on the 3rd octave. If it is a 5-octave keyboard, it is on the middle octave. Then C, D, E, F is on the 4th octave. Remember this, every good bird does fly is used for line notes, and for space notes we use FACE, face. Let's take a short quiz to make the concepts more clear. Now this is the treble clef. This is the random question. Which note is this? The first line note of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds to answer this. So this is the E note. Which note is this? First, identify whether it is a space note or whether it is a line note. In this case, in the second question, it is the space note, the fourth space note of the treble clef. I'm giving you 5 seconds to answer this. So it is E. So what is the difference between the first question and the second question? Both of them are E's, right? The difference is of the octave. The first E is to be played on the middle octave, and the fourth space of the treble clef where the E is, you need to play it on the fourth octave. Coming to question number 3, the third line note of the treble clef is, I'm giving you 5 seconds. So that is B. If you don't remember, remember the acronym, every good bird. Coming to the fourth question, which note is this? So that is the second line. That is G. Every good. Coming to the next question, which is the third space note of the treble clef? I'm giving you 5 seconds to answer this. So that is the C note, F A C. Remember, for space note you will be using FACE, and for line notes you will be using every good bird does fly. Coming to the next question, which is the first space note of the treble clef? I'm giving you 5 seconds. So that is the F note. Coming to the next question, which note is this? I'm giving you 5 seconds. First, identify whether it is a space note or a line note. So this is the A note. It is a space note, and it is a second space, so it will be SA. Coming to the next question, which note is this? First, you need to identify whether it is a line note or whether it is a space note. This note is F. It is a line note, and it is the fifth line note of the treble clef. Every good bird does fly. Coming to the next question, which note is this? First, identify whether it is a line note or a space note. And it is a D note. It is a line note which comes on the fourth line of the treble clef. So every good bird does.